next person that I can introduce, and I feel like I'm so outleaped amongst all of these speakers. They're just amazing. The next speaker is Jodi Plessy. I met Jodi through a fellow entrepreneur that I had met very quickly, and I didn't really know him very well, and he said, I have this person that you need to meet. And so I learned to kind of trust the universe a little bit, and so we ended up connecting over coffee. And that first meeting, which usually you kind of plan for an hour for a coffee meeting, was 2 hours, and it blinked by like it was 5 minutes. Like, she's super inspiring. We have a lot of different traits that we share, although very different angles to things. She believes in empowering others, entrepreneurism, big wellness changes, having a powerful lifestyle, and she has a passion for helping people that really drives her. You'll see and you'll hear and you'll understand that in about a nanosecond listening to her talk. So Jodi Plessy is the Executive Director of People's Rising Academy. And she'll share her journey and her story on the piece of the Each for Equal and Equal in Wellness and Health. With that, Jodi Plessy. Woo!
All right. Well, I'm going to make everybody stand up for a second. So let's just put our hands above our heads, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths, and we're going to do it we're going to hold it about 6 seconds each breath. Okay, ready? So you're going to breathe in 6, breathe out 6. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, baby. The other thing actually that I want you guys to do is put your arms up again. I want you to squeeze everything you can in your body. This is going to relieve a ton of tension. Squeeze your toes, your eyes, your hands, your fingers, everything. Just squeeze and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. All right, you guys can sit down. Just had to do that little bit of blood movement in the body. So I'm going to walk around because I do that aimlessly and I like to talk a lot, so hopefully Amy keeps me in check. My name is Jodi Plessy, and I'm the Executive Director of People's Rising Academy. It's a new nonprofit in the Fargo area, and I'll get into that a little more at the end here, but I've also been an entrepreneur for about 20 years of my life in the profit side. And because of my life change and my story that started about 5-6 years ago, it led me down the path of nonprofithood, you could say. So with that, I don't have a degree in probably anything that I'm going to talk about right now or certification, but I am Jodi and I've lived it. So if that means anything here today, I am the survivor of my own life, you could say. So with that, you know, I used to be fat. I was over 300 pounds, pretty much 2 of me next to each other about 6 years ago. And I was diabetic, thyroid problems, just really not in a good place in my life. And unfortunately, I have to tell you guys this so we can get to the inspirational, fun part of it. So we're gonna go down this road for a minute. But I lived a lot of my life very unhealthy, like unhealthy marriage for nearly 20 years. I smoked, I drank, I did drugs, I was diabetic, thyroid problems. Just always felt like I wasn't living my life like what I was supposed to be doing. But when you're thinking about it, you're like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm married, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm successful, I have businesses, I have a great family, all of those things, and it just wasn't enough. I knew there was something else and a bigger meaning to my life. Well, I always wanted children, and unfortunately, that didn't end so well for me. I've lost multiple children, actually 4, to be honest. And they were pretty far along, the last 2. I had my son Ernie. I went into labor at about 20 weeks and lost him. He lived for about an hour and 15 minutes on his own. And then I got pregnant again, and within about a year, and got really into my 24th week, and he had the severest form of spina bifida there is, with myelomeningocele, and 8 segments were open in his back, and they didn't close. So basically fluid was spilling in and out inside of me in the womb. So I had to really make an awful decision. And I was at Mayo, and they didn't want me to leave because they were afraid if I went into labor, that the child wouldn't have been able to work itself out because he had no function, basically, from the neck down. So they wanted me to end the pregnancy. So I went home for about a week, actually, and I came back down there. And I knew that's really when I put my trust in a higher power, that whatever was going to happen from that circumstance was where my life was going to go. So, and he didn't survive. They induced me, and he didn't survive. But you know what? The crazy part of it is how, sad that story is, you guys. It changed my life. All of a sudden, I was at the lowest point of my life after losing him, and I was literally on my knees, and I didn't want to live anymore. It was that bad. Someone came into my life, and this is where, whatever you are spiritually, I don't care what it is, believe in something bigger than yourself. There is definitely higher powers out there. Let's just say that. And I have experienced many of them, and I actually wrote a book that I have not published because I'm not ready yet. But hopefully in the future that will kind of describe more of my journey. But anyways, I want to get into the health side. So that changed my life. I met somebody within and this was just a really good friend of mine, literally swept me off my feet. I wanted to be healthy. I was working out 2 hours a day. I was injuring myself. I was losing all this weight because I wasn't doing it smart. And all of a sudden, I just started eating better. He started teaching me all of these different things. And he's like, stop playing the victim. It's not, because I felt like a victim. All of a sudden, why did I let somebody kind of control my life the way that I did for all of those years? I was like, no. It took one little feather of somebody to care about me and love me unconditionally, as a friend, and I was gone. I was so ready, you guys, to change my life that I look back now and I pinch myself because I was like, what just happened? All my friends that I had, everybody, because it was just not the right crew. It wasn't my tribe. It was not who I was supposed to be around, including some family. And sometimes you just have to pluck those weeds out of your life, and it's okay. Sometimes the biggest influential people in your life are not your family. Sometimes the friend that is really a soulmate friend to you means more to me, actually, right now, I can tell you that, than any family member I have, blood-wise. So, I want to get back into get off that subject now, I'll talk for an hour. But, so, getting back so now here I am, health, I had all of these things happen. Living a healthy life, haven't drank in 8 years, just living healthy, controlling my diabetes, Hashimoto's thyroidism I had, all through diet, you guys. I don't take any medications, none. And I'm not saying that medications are bad, but I'm saying that there's a time and a place for them. And we need to stop playing the victim card when it comes to our health. And we need to take control of our lives and live a healthy, autonomous life. And you know, the hard part is that we go to the doctor and we're looking for some magic pill. I'm depressed, I'm sad, I have diabetes, I could lose 20 pounds. Well, you have to get to the root of the problem. What is actually causing those issues? Why are you diabetic? Why is your thyroid acting up? It's not about just taking a medication, you guys. You have to really change your lifestyle. Take and own it. And that's exactly what I did. I know the things I can't eat. I know how sugar affects me. And I don't want to be on this roller coaster every day. So just remember that. Know your ingredients when you're using products. Now, a lot of times people are like, more supplements, more this, more that. Sometimes it needs to be less. Less stress in your life. Simplify what you're eating. Get back to just the basics as far as like, go on the outside of the grocery store once. And don't go in any of the center aisles. Start there. You know what I mean? Think about it. Stop buying the processed, bag, boxed stuff in the center of the grocery store. Connections. This one here has been huge for me the last about 6 months when I joined the North Dakota Women's Leadership Group. You guys know what that is? I met Christy Dower. And that woman is we call her a serial nonprofit worker because she is involved all over the community. And the cool thing is, she has her whole family involved and her kids, and they love to go around and they donate and they have events and all of these things. And I tell you guys, I got accepted into that last June. It was just when we were getting our nonprofit going. That has connected me to a group of people that I didn't even know existed in this community. And I've been here 20-some years. And I was like, where did all these people come from? Like, this is my tribe, this is my group, you know? But, so life is about connections. If you're hanging around people that it just doesn't flow with you, find other people. Shake off the rug, move along, you know? Friendship is about, it's about the quality. It's not about how many friends you have. It's about the ones that truly bring out the best in you and are just like, they support you in a way. My one friend will be like a good way where, you know, you're fat. Like when I was fat, she like called me out on it. You're fat. Well, okay, thanks. But it was like, you continued to help me and love me regardless of that. And to push me to be my best self. So be mindful for your connections, you know. Go to leadership classes, get involved, you know, Emerging Prairie is good. Volunteer doing something you love. Go find those things that you love to do, honestly. So, optimal health. Why do we need optimal health? For me, optimal health means that if I don't take care of myself and live the best that Jodi can live, from sleeping, resting when I need to, being alone when I need to, eating right, working out, doing the things that I love, or just breathing. You know, let's just breathe. And we don't have to be go. There's so much noise going around us all day long. All these negative people, all the negative news, everything that's just circulating. Just shut it down. You know, shut it down. It's okay to say no to somebody if you're just feeling overwhelmed. So, optimal health is being the best version of me, and if I don't have optimal health, I can't chase my legacy, follow my passions, have gratitude, be happy, have fun in life, love other people, you guys. I can't do any of those things if I don't maintain my optimal well-being. So think about that. When you take your totem pole on the top, What's the most important thing in your life? Think about that. What's number one? It might be spirituality, you might say it's your family, you might say it's you might say it's your dog, I don't know, your career, whatever it might be. Figure it out. Get your totem pole. What's number one? For me, I lived a crappy, unhealthy lifestyle, you guys, for 25 years of my life, and I will never go back to that, ever. That is my number one. So, think about that. So, I could go on a little bit more about, metabolic disease, you guys, is strangling our healthcare system right now. I mean, it's so bad. And it makes me so sad because now that I'm like out of the darkness, up into the light, like I can spot people and sense their sadness. And it just kills me sometimes because I was that person. And it's hard because sometimes when you're in that situation and you're really suffering and depressed, it's not easy to ask for help from somebody. It really isn't. And sometimes someone needs to reach out to you. And we just can't forget about these people because honestly, it could save your life. Because I wouldn't be here today if I wouldn't have met one person, one friend that came into my life when I needed it the most. I mean, so much that I've sold my other business and I'm putting like all my efforts into this nonprofit and I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys, when it comes to that. Honestly, I don't. I'm like, well, how do you get money? What do you sell? What do you do? And we're selling life. We're selling your health. And it's like, I just want people to understand that if you come to us or come to People's Rising Academy, we're going to give you an unbiased assessment. I'm a director of care, which by the way, I'm not the one that assesses you. I don't have the degree, so let's just get that straight. But he's a chiropractic kinesiologist, functional medicine doctor, and he's so compassionate and gifted with helping people, you guys. He wants to get you in his office and never see you again because he wants to get you better. He wants to teach you about what's going on in your body, what's going on in your life, get to the root of your problems, and baby steps, one by one. He's going to feed you the information. We're going to show you how to live better. We're going to be there for you. We're going to be a positive support and role model to you guys. So I can't, when people ask, well, who do you help? What specific type of person? It can be anybody. Because what are you struggling with? Think about it. This isn't a workout facility. This isn't a chiropractic office. It's all of it. It's mental, spiritual, physical, and we're gonna work you guys through it. It's gonna be like a boot camp program. We're calling it Building Athletes at Life. Because when I started coming out of my hole of depression, I started feeling better, you guys. I was in chronic pain every day of my life. And I just thought, I need to just live with this. This is part of life. That's what people think. I'm getting old. My back's always gonna hurt. My knee hurts. No, a lot of times that chronic pain stems from something that you have been carrying and buried inside of you for years and years and years. And it just ends up like this cancer growing in you, and you end up struggling in chronic pain, and you're depressed. And it's just, you guys, it just snowballs. And so Dr. Miles is going to get to the root what is going on, and that's where his giftedness comes in. He has helped so many people that have seen him. My whole family goes sees him now. Any friends, people I know that you have to want the help. That's the thing. If you want help, we can help you. You have to have at least 1% where you want to get better. So think about that for a second. But I'm going to leave you guys with, so anyways, that's what I'm doing right now. People's Rising Academy is building athletes at life, and we need the community's support. This is a nonprofit. It takes money to help people and rise them up. So you might know somebody's struggling. It might be you. Send them to us. Go to our website, peoplesrising.org. If you can follow us on social media, we're going to start having some events and things like that. But we need help. We're building an empire. This is a hard battle. And I have sat down with multiple philanthropists, and they're just like, you have got your work cut out for you. And you know what? I'm just like, well, if it was hard, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? So I'm one of those crazy little quirky people that thinks they can change the world. So here I am.
Thank you so much, Jodi. You are so inspiring, and I thought that from the moment I met you and every time I hear you talk, I believe that through and through.
Thank you.
We have a very fast pace.